Oh crap, that hurt. Yeah, yep. They could pull some. Oh god. Yep. Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is SEO0320 representing JVS. We are back here again for a brand new TV show, spoiler-filled review for The Flash. So the name of this episode was The Darkness and the Light. So Dr. Light is featured. Spoiler alert, these are huge spoilers. Do not watch this if you do not watch the episode. This is episode 5, season 2 of The Flash. So, what's the big spoiler? 1. Linda Park in Earth 2 is Dr. Light. Now, with her being Dr. Light, I mean, it was bad because like when they kind of had her in there, like the first sequence that I saw with her and Iris, she was standing up to her boss, and I was like, okay, this is going to be kind of a Linda involvement. Otherwise, there's no reason to just kind of bring her, spring her up like this. And then when I saw Dr. Light, I looked at underneath the mask, I was like, that's totally Linda. Like, is this Linda of this era, or is this, you know? And so you find out, like, later on, Barry gets revealed, wada-da, he gets blinded by the light, literally, that Linda of Earth 2 is Dr. Light. So it was really interesting getting that revelation. It was kind of underwhelming because I knew it was going to happen, though. I think that's probably the reason why I kind of downplayed the episode as far as my rating was concerned. But either way, it was still pretty good. Second reveal. This is freaking Harrison Wells. Harrison Wells of Earth 2 has big secrets going on. One is what the heck was in his arm. I don't know if y'all caught it. Like midway when he was like investigating stuff and he was getting angry with Jay Garrick. Like him and Jay Garrick, they actually went out at it. Like I was like, oh snap, Harrison Wells can get bucked. You know, like they were fighting because basically Harrison called him on his cowardice essentially, and basically Jay admitted to that the reason why he didn't go as far as he could is because of his fear that he had for Dr. Zoom. And I mean, Barry accounted to that though. Like Barry said that I'm tired of being scared. Like that was the reason what was holding me back with Harrison Wells. I'm not going to be scared anymore. And basically that helped him out in like his new power of being able to do I forgot the phasing. Like he'd be able to run so fast that he looks like he's in multiple different directions. I thought that sequence was freaking awesome. That was really good. And not just that, it was weird. Like Wells is motivating Barry like the Wells of this era, but it was like Dr. Zoom though. So it's really weird. It's really weird. But you find out that Wells' daughter, which I thought that was the kid. I thought she was dead. I didn't know that Zoom actually had his daughter. So that's the reason why he's so brass. He's so, not just like, I don't know, blindly angry, you know? Like he's trying to get stuff done immediately, you know? And regardless, like you got him just trying to rush to get stuff done even though he's intelligent. And then you got like Jay Garrick that's cautious and fearful, but at the same time he's got a lot of wisdom. So it's like, they need to find some kind of middle ground for Barry to really be helped. It'd be nice that if Jay has some freaking powers, but what can you do? And so that was a really big shock to me. But at the same time, I thought she was dead. I didn't know that Zoom actually had her captive. But then, spoiler number 3, Cisco. So Cisco gets outed by Harrison Wells because Harrison Wells, he had, in Earth 2, they had a flashback like 8 months prior, where he had like this little meter that recognized when there was like a metahuman, and Cisco had kind of got a vibe, and he basically told Barry where Dr. Light was, and Barry was like, how did you do that? And he kind of made up this bullcrap answer, and basically Harrison called him on it. He's like, this dude is he's a metahuman, and he showed it to everybody, and like everybody was kind of shocked, but at the same exact time, like Cisco should have known like there wasn't going to be any consequences with his friends knowing this. I thought that, I mean, Dr. Steiner said to him like it's a blessing in disguise. And then towards the end, like he actually, no, Barry actually gave him the name because he kept on saying I get a vibe, I get a vibe, I get a vibe. And then he said it like it was an epic moment. I really felt for that moment. But what did I think about the other revelation that happened with Cisco when he met up with I forgot her name, Kendra Sanders. Because basically he tries to like hit on her to try to show Barry like, okay, you about to go on your date, you know, it's all good, just go for it, you know. And then he kind of does it and she just turns him down quick, and I was like, dang. And she's messing with her metal, and I was thinking to myself, she's thinking about her past life or her past love or whatever. She's holding on to that connection. That's immediately what I felt. So later on, when he goes back to her, he gets her number, and so she's going to be entered into the fold. Of course, we all know she's going to be Hawk Girl. So that's going to be interesting to see where that's all going to play out. So now we've not only got the elements of doppelgangers, because eventually I'm pretty sure that Caitlin Snow's doppelganger will show up, and I'm not sure if that's going to be Killer Frost or if she will become Killer Frost. I really don't know. It's interesting to see where that's going to go, because somebody has made a statement that just because Harrison Wells, like basically the dark matter, would cause somebody to become a villain, I think that that was deliberate, because honestly, Barry could become a villain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that he will, but we haven't met who basically Barry's doppelganger is. As well as the fact that with Caitlin and with Cisco, they still have a way that they can become villains in the end. Like, so, I mean, I'm not to say that that's gonna be the case, but it's very plausible. So I think that was a reason why they did that, specifically for Caitlin. But then Barry, Barry goes on this date, and it's probably the cutest date I've ever seen, because the reason why I say that is because he literally goes on a blind date. Like, Dr. Light literally blinds him, and like Cisco comes up with like some shades to be able to view for him. Actually, it's weird because Iris helped him. I feel bad for Iris. Like, Iris is just like taking it, you know? She's taking everything. Like, it's like she's okay with Barry with somebody else, but at the same time, like, she's not emoting with the situation with her parents, or specifically her mom. She's not emoting about the situation that happened with Wells. She's not even talking about Eddie, and it's just off-putting. Like, I don't know why she's not feeling, but I feel like she's gonna implode. Like, it's weird. It's weird, because even Barry has said, like, you know, you can talk to me, and she kind of like moved him to the side, and I feel like that's not cool. I feel like it's not cool. Either one, they're building up for something for her to kind of like have that meltdown, or two, it's just like they're kind of writing her out just to be the help, versus her being like a real human, which somebody would emote versus something like this. I mean, I don't know. We'll see where it all goes. But getting back to Barry's date, like, it was so freaking cute. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was jealous. I was like, man, I would love to have somebody that I could connect with like that, you know, and just kind of vibe with and just communicate with like that. Because, I mean, they're easily like compatible, but at the same time geeky, and at the same time, like, they both find each other attractive. And so it's like the perfect kind of playground for the perfect recipe for a relationship. And even like when Barry couldn't even see, he was like, towards the end, he was like, is this the part where we, you know, goodnight kiss? And so she takes his hand and put it up there. I was like, ah, that's tight. One love, Barry. But anyway, this is a decent episode. I gave it either an 8 or 8.5. I guess it's somewhere in the middle. I give it 8.3. It wasn't the best because I felt like there could have been a lot more at stakes danger. Even though we find out the revelation of where Zoom is doing. And in the next episode, like, they're going to try to freaking proposition Linda as Dr. Light to try to draw out Zoom. I think, oh my god, they're gonna get that girl killed. But anyway, we'll see what happens next episode. Thanks everybody for watching. Definitely will be watching Arrow tomorrow, and keeping it locked. This is SCL0320 representing JVS. Peace everybody, enjoy the spoilers. Beep 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 beep.